And we also do we have a Bill Laimbeer brawl as well, Mike?
We do. So we have
Yes.
Bill Laimbeer and one Michael Jordan going head to head here. I don't know what this is going to be like. We found it.
Yeah.
We're going to pull it up here.
So we got the GOAT and also Michael Jordan, huh? Okay.
Right, and the same thing. All right, so it's this is 1988, as you can see on the side there. I believe it's the playoffs. Oh, now it's getting a little scrappy. And Mike wasn't a fighter, but Laimbeer didn't care who you were. He would fight anybody. So here, look, there's Oakley. There's little Isaiah Thomas.
It was funny watching Thomas trying to hold Oakley back, by the way.
Yeah.
Like 30 feet taller than him.
It's like watching little brother try to hold you back.
There he is.
There's our boy.
And this is peak Bulls Pistons rivalry. This was a changing of the guards this era. This is when the Bulls were becoming the Bulls.
What year was this,
88.
Mike? 88. So this is like Jordan was like brand new.
Yeah, he was only in the league what 4 years. There's Corzine. Was that the governor? No. There's what's his name? Who Corzine was the governor of Jersey. There's a guy in the Bull named Corzine. There's what's his name? Doug, the coach. There was their coach. That was like Jordan's guy. He and look,
the guy before Phil Jackson. That's all. That's all you need to know.
Yeah,
he was a guy before Phil Jackson. Before Phil Jackson brought his Eastern philosophy to the game, and then just made like the greatest dynasty in basketball.
Here's Mike. Giving a little check, a little nut check there to Laimbeer, and Laimbeer was taking the technical. You wouldn't think it was Mike being the instigator, but he was. And is there a choke here? It looks like some kind of choke.
Imagine choking another man while wearing short shorts.
Yeah.
Hey, whatever you. And there's all right. Mike's like, all right, let's go win now. Oh no, that wasn't Mike. Everybody looked like Mike because they all started wearing longer shorts after Mike. And now there's another dust up, and who is it? It's Oakley and Mahorn. Who else would it be fighting right now? And
this is all just Nosebleeders Hall of Famers.
Another, I think Oakley should be nominated to in the Nosebleeders Hall of Fame, just as I think
he's in. Yeah,
I would like to nominate him for the Nosebleeders Hall of Fame.
We need to find a way to book either of those guys for this show. I don't know how the hell we're gonna do it, but
if we got Oakley, that would be that would be great, and we could just have a whole episode dedicated to shitting on James Dolan. That would be amazing.
There's Bruce Springsteen on the sidelines. I guess he does security. If you. It looks like Adam Sandler dresses Bruce Springsteen. That's what that looked like.
Adam Sandler is a big basketball guy, but he wasn't old enough back then to.
He was on the Cosby Show back then. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so let's see the second. I mean, we get a 2-for-1 in this, which is a bonus. Of course, Laimbeer is involved. It's Oakley and Mahorn. And Mahorn just shoving the whole Pistons team, and now they're shooting a technical. So, no blood is spilled, no major punches. But, it's our guys in the dust up as usual. So what do we think?
Yeah.
What do we give this, Phil? Go ahead.
There weren't many punches thrown or anything. There was no blood. No fan involvement. No law enforcement. I give it like
Mounties.
I give it like a 6. I could maybe be talked up to a 6.5 because you do have some of the heavy hitters, so to speak, in here. But overall, it's not all that entertaining. I'll go with a 6.
Yeah. I'm trying to see here. Brian, you go. You always go second.
Well, I was going to say too, like I would probably also go with a 6 too. I basically everything that Phil said. You have our guys. You have Bill Laimbeer. You have Charles Oakley. You have Jordan too. And it was just like, but this was like, I almost wanted to give it like a 5 too, because this was so regular for what they were. That's what was incredible. Like this would be like on ESPN. Like if that happened with like Draymond today, like it'd be all they talked about. But this was just like a regular game. Nobody like thought this was like newsworthy at all. So I'll give it a 6 because I love that era of basketball so much.
Yeah, I give it a 4. Did that guy just say "fuck you" with his arm? What did he do there?
Oh, wait.
Yeah, probably. Wait,
maybe it will get a 6.5.
Yeah, he was like,
yeah.
If he would have actually punched him.
The ref kind of also looked like Bobby Knight too, a little bit.
Yeah, it could have been. That could have been Bobby Knight just sneaking in. Yeah, I needed some side cash. I'm gonna ref the NBA. If it was Bobby Knight, he would have been fighting, throwing chairs. At
yeah, they would have had to hold him back. He would have just jumped in.
Yeah.
I do love that whoever that coach is with that like Dave Collier late '80s like almost mullet haircut going on. We got here. Yeah, that is pretty funny. I'm a fan of the hair.
Doug, fuck, I don't know. See, Cassian Andor was the Star Wars guy. I remembered his name. Tomorrow I'll remember this guy's name. That's what happens. It comes to me later. Yeah, I give it a 4. And only I was going to give it a 3, but you have to give it a 4 because there was a second fight with Oakley and Mahorn. Yeah, there was nothing wild, but just the fact that it's these guys. And Michael was the instigator, which was kind of weird. I'm sure he wasn't the instigator. I'm sure Laimbeer did something earlier. You know,
it had Pippen in it too. We didn't mention Scottie Pippen yet, did we?
I think it was his rookie year too.
Or yeah, Pippen
early in his career. Yeah.
Pippen, by the way, because now that we started doing commercials on the show, he did a ton of commercials in the 90s. I didn't know that until I started researching for this show, but like I found like almost instantly like 10 or 15 90s commercials that Pippen was in. So we're gonna have some fun with him at some point later date of the show, I think.
Absolutely.
As well.
This is good.
Big fan of Pippen.
So we got a commercial here to wrap things up.
Okay. Speaking of commercials. All right. So yeah, 466. Is what it is.
Not bad. Yeah, it was all right.
Yeah, it's there.